the raiding season. Time we approach the gates of O's. Cross the mighty rivers of our strength. The night has come of soaring rain. For the honor have no fear. We shall ascend this night of war. And gather all our strength. The night has come of soaring rain. For the honor have no fear. We shall ascend this night of war. In the whispers of our feet, and our honor be foretold. Warriors of the northern land, flooding this
Setting up my live.
shields be shattered, arms of steel, bloody axes.
Hey, Sheila.
With fury, raging thunder shake the sky. Wrath of battle stains our mind. Rage of vengeful kings of war. Feel his sons and daughters fall.
We'll stop that right here. Hey, y'all. Mr. Ropes, Face, Viper, whatever you want to call me, or Tony. Hey, I want to do this live today. And hey, Sheila, I don't know if you heard me over the music. I was playing that song from Peyton Parrish, For Honor, which kind of inspired this whole live thing. And it's just amazing. I feel like I just need to do this today, and I'm glad you all joined me to do it. This is a battle cry, a call to arms for all the warriors, healers, and creators out there, because we are all that. We are all warriors, creators, and healers, and we need to call that up. We are in a spiritual war. We are in a war, and it's not a war like you and I would think. This is a war in the heart space. It's a temporal war. They want you to focus outside yourself to distract you from going inside and figuring out your stuff and figuring out that you really are a warrior. And I just need to come out with this today. My voice is a little rough, and I'm kind of hyper anxious, but I was up in the fields. I let the sheep out this morning, and one of my Barbados is in heat. And so I was yelling at the dogs, trying to get things separated, which didn't work out so well. So put a protection spell around her, protection around her, and we'll hopefully she'll be okay for a little while. But this has been strong over the past several days for me. I mean, that song by Peyton Parrish, give it a listen. I have it tagged in the discussion. And I'm trying to set up my chat so I can see you guys if you're there. So bear with me a little bit here. Yeah, but anyway, I can see it. We'll just shrink it down here a little bit more. So if I don't see you chatting, then that's okay. Get the picture. Sorry about the little bit broken upness, trying to set everything up. So I've been having a strong pull over the past several days to put out a battle cry to all the warriors out there. We need help. We need help. And since my session with Laura, and since doing this work with Soul Center Healing Hypnosis, I realize how important that is. We've been training our whole entire life, and we need to call everybody up to help. You fix yourself, you heal yourself, it raises the vibration to everybody and lifts everybody up. And this is a war. They want you to be focused outside yourself with what's going on in the world out there, and not focused internally and taking care of the stuff, the blockages and the stuff that's been put on us. And I keep using they, and we all know who they are. They could be us, but I don't want to give power to they. It doesn't really matter who they are, but there's been blocks put on us. There's been baggage put on us from all the years, the chinks in the armor, the fear, the emotional trauma baggage. We're carrying it with us, and we need to get rid of it. And as I said before, we've been training for this our whole life. Our experiences, our training. I look back on to what I've done over my lifetime, and it was all in preparation for this moment. It is completely freaking awesome to even think of myself at this moment, in this time, in this now moment. It's absolutely beautiful. So, and Laura could train 12 million souls, earth angels, warrior earth angels, to do the job that we're doing, but it still would not be enough. The amount of souls, lost souls that are coming to us, it's a flood, and we got to get ready for it. And like I said, if we heal ourselves, we go internal, we bring out that warrior energy that's in all of us, we're going to raise up. And when we do that, we're going to raise up everyone around us. We're raising up every aspect of ourselves, if you want to look at it that way. In a healing hypnosis session, we go into a past life. We're able to, or parallel life, or the now, whichever way you want to look at it. We correct the issues in that life. It raises that aspect of you up, which raises the whole collective. It's absolutely beautiful. And we could use Laura's example of a tree. So this lifetime, right now, we are just one little twig on our soul branch. But we have the opportunity with hypnosis to go down and view another twig of that soul branch. So we fixed that aspect of ourself on our soul branch, and we raise everybody up. We heal every aspect of you on that soul branch. It's so beautiful. And to talk about this and discuss how we can call up that warrior's energy, and call up that healing energy, and call up that creative energy. I want to go over what I use as analogy and what we need to do in this time. Now, what I say is we need to strengthen our armor. When I'm talking about that, we all have God's armor. And over the lifetime, over this lifetime, over many lifetimes, we get chinks in that armor. It gets bent. It gets holes in it. There's unnecessary weight put on it that we don't need. It's too heavy. We need to polish it. We need to fix it. We need to get rid of the chinks, get rid of the excess weight in that armor. We don't need it. And we can use a healing hypnosis session to do that. We can go in and take the blockages and the entities and the implants and everything that has been put on us over this many years. And once we do that, and where we're finding them is in the third eye space, in the throat space, so you can't speak your truth, in the heart space, so you can't share your heart. Our heart is our powerhouse. That's where our power comes from. It's not this monkey mind. So they put blocks over it to keep it suppressed so it doesn't shine. So we need to remove them. The other big place that that stuff is placed is the sacral. You bind that down and people can't express themselves. It holds them down, holds them back. They're in pain, they're in agony. Some ailment manifests in the physical. The other thing that we're notices in sessions is black magic placed on us, and we all think, this is woo woo. This guy's crazy. He went off the deep. I agree with you. My 2-year younger self would have thought I was absolutely nuts to even think about this. But we're finding blockages, black magic placed in the arms, because if you think about the heart space and that magnetic field around your heart, it goes out 6 foot in a normal person. You elevate that, it can go out to 12 foot. That's your healing space. That's, you share that energy. That's why they didn't want people within 6 foot of anybody else, because we couldn't heal. A hug's healing. Sharing love's healing. Touch is healing. Even just thinking it is healing. So we want to open up those heart spaces by removing those blockages in your armor. And in a session as well, once we get those blockages and those things that are restricting that flow, then we'll do a seal of that armor around you so nothing else can get in. Now, I'm not saying that it's not ever going to get back in, because we have bad times and good times, and as long as we keep up and maintain that aura, that armor around us, and keep fixing the chinks and stuff in the armor, there's not going to be anything getting in it. And we all need the help of another healer sometimes to help get that off of us. It's a constant thing. Karen from Journeying Soul Therapy puts it best as, it's like monkeys picking off the fleas on things. I like it. I love it. Thanks, Karen. Hi, Lori. I see you. Glad you're here. But she made the analogy of monkeys picking off fleas off of each other to protect themselves. So every now and then you need the help of another healer, which is anybody. Anybody is a healer. Anybody is a warrior. And every now and then we just need that help and assistance to help pick off those things that are getting attached to us. Then fix that armor and reseal it so it doesn't let anything else in. And then I talk about, we strengthen the armor, we fix the chinks, we sealed our aura, our protection around us. So now we need to strengthen the mind. Now, the mind, and I'm not talking about the monkey brain, the little monkey chatter with the drums beating in the background. Strengthen the mind. We need to be cognizant of what thoughts we're putting out there. It affects us. Words are power. Is there any reason why they call it spelling of words? Because we're spelling. And I always refer back to the documentary, The Life of Water, with, I won't be able to pronounce that doctor's name, Japan, but he researched and studied water, where words, just simple words put into water or written on the outside of a bottle, changes the molecular structure of that. You have, words written on that are bad words or shitty words or something like that. It's a blob. It's nasty. It's not that pristine snowflake deal that is in our spring water and everything. It's a blob. It's nasty. It doesn't get absorbed into the cells. It doesn't fuel the system. It doesn't put water into the battery to hold that energy or to hold that electricity. But if you change your thoughts, take note of what you're thinking, reframe it. If you reframe it, it's going to change. Our bodies are 80% water. So if thoughts, words, and stuff can change water that much, your own thoughts you're having inside your head is changing the molecular structure of the water inside your body. It's crazy. And, to think that this all makes sense now is super crazy for me, but it just makes sense. Even the words we throw out at other people. And thanks, Karen. Masaru Emoto, that's the doctor. Anyway, watch that documentary, Secret Life of Water, and it just kind of opens you up at the possibilities. All they would have to do is put a simple word in there. And Karen, if you don't mind, I'm going to put you in as a moderator if I can do this here. Screw it. I can't do it. I got the bots coming in on there and I really don't care. Just ignore them, please. So where was I at? The thoughts. They completely affect this body, everyone else's body. Plants, we all know that. Even loving talking to a plant changes it. It makes it grow healthier and stronger. I've been trying to put love in my big male mulberry tree I have at my front yard that had my green magnet, like I call it, the kids swing on it. I just cut it out because I realized that I tied a rope around the branch and it was cutting off the circulation to it. And oh, that's gonna annoy me. But anyway, ignore the chat. So I've been trying to put love in this mulberry tree to try to bring it back to health because it's a fixture in my property, and it's beautiful. And hopefully we can get some healing for that tree so it comes back around. But what we say and what we do affects water, and there's water in everything, and it changes it. So be cognizant of what you're thinking. If you're thinking something bad or you're focused on this bad thing that's happening to you, reframe it. Reframe it. If you're in pain, look at it this way. Look at it as you're healing. Think of it as healing instead of saying, oh my God, I got that pain right here. Reframe it. Change it around. So watch what you're thinking. The next thing is the body. I kind of go, it's kind of into that with the water aspect of it. But what we're putting in to our body, the water, the medicine, anything putting in our body. And I don't know if I even expanded on that point. With all that we'd have to do is write one little word in there into something that is put in your body, and it would completely reprogram everything about it. Now, I believe we can transmute anything that we put in our body, poisons, whatnot, but it's going to take us remembering how we used to do that to be able to do that. So be cognizant of what you put in your body. The other thing I want to explain about the body and strengthen the body with a healing hypnosis session or quantum healing, we're removing those blockages. The medical system wants us to think of this body as a mechanical system. It is not. It is an electrical system. It is within the medical caduceus. It's a diagram of how this earth suit works. And I refer to it as an earth suit because we are eternal light beings living out a temporary human experience in an earth suit. Once these earth suits are done, we don't die. We go on someplace else and have another adventure. But we have to take care of these suits in order so they can take care of us. If your oxygen intake system is not working right, functioning, you can't get oxygen in to fuel your body. If your waste management system ain't working right, we can't get rid of the waste, poisons and toxins the system. So, and then the electrical system in the body. That flow, that electrical flow is so important. And the medical caduceus is a diagram of that. You have your neutral pole that runs up your spine. That's the pole on the caduceus. Then you have, and anybody in electricity works as an electrician would understand this, you have a neutral wire. That's your pole running up your spine. Then you have the coiled snakes that coil up through that pole. You got your positive and your negative. And where they cross, that is your chakra points. If there's a blockage in any part of that system, the energy can't flow. We can't function. We feel like we're held down, held back. And a quantum healing hypnosis session, soul center healing hypnosis session, it would help remove those blockages and open up that flow. I've been buzzing like crazy ever since my sessions. Maybe probably a month now, maybe more than that actually. But I can't stop. The energy's flowing, things are manifesting faster. Shoot, I almost think it, and it's there. Karen and we were talking the other day, and she was saying that she has to be careful of what she's manifesting, because don't know what you're going to get. Whatever you're thinking is going to start getting to you faster. So be careful what you're manifesting. You better want it. But it's happening so fast. Once we clear that flow, open up communication, I mean, the whole thing just fits together. It's beautiful. I can't even express that enough. And I've really been passionate about this week. I want to awaken everybody's warrior energy. We have a massive job to do. We have things to do. We have many, 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 many souls to rescue and help them back home. I mean, there's tons. We're not only helping the client in a session, we're helping many souls, whether they be dark ones, whether they be just lost souls, lost from the light. We're helping so many, and it's the task is crazy. It's hard to even fathom that I'm even part of this. And I just want to encourage you guys to try to awaken that warrior energy, awaken that healing energy, and come online, start helping us out. And you don't have to go out and heal a whole bunch of people. All you need to do is heal yourself. Awaken that warrior energy inside yourself. If you don't want to get into something like I'm doing, where you're doing quantum healing hypnosis on somebody else, then you don't have to do it. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's cool. But you still awaken that warrior energy, awaken that healer energy and creator energy within inside yourself. And we're going to raise the vibration on everybody. And I believe I blacked out on the live there for a little bit. Sorry about that. So the next thing we need to strengthen is our spirit. We need to make that connection to spirit. If we taking care of the mind and our thoughts and reframing those thoughts to be good thoughts and what we want in this life and the reality we want, we're reframing it. We're putting that out there. We're manifesting faster. Things are flowing. It's superb. But then there's the spirit. We can't forget about the spirit. It's our connection to the divine. It's a connection to ourselves internally. Everything we seek is all inside us. It's not out here where they want you to be looking. It's crazy. So, and that's the reason they want you looking out here, is because they have to. They're afraid for us to go into our heart space and figure this stuff out. They don't want us to figure out how they've kept us down for so long, how we're not progressing forward. And the time is now to make this a reality that we want to see. Make the change you want to see in everything. Make the world what you want to see. Don't wait for someone to come in from the outside to save us. We're our own saviors. There ain't nobody coming to save us. We are the saviors. So let's strengthen that armor. Strengthen the mind, the body, and the spirit. And a healing hypnosis session or any kind of quantum healing will help you do that. And let's do it. Let's awaken that warrior energy. The other thing that I want to talk about on this mission of awakening the warrior healer, and we are at war, whether you like to see it or not. It's not a battle that we're going to see in the physical, it's in the internal, it's in the heart space, it's a temporal war, and it's going to be a bloody war. And not bloody in the literal sense. It's bloody because we are using our axes and swords of truth and flaying open that heart space in others and us, and opening that up, because that's where our real power comes from. It's not in the mind. It's not in this monkey mind. It's in the heart space. That's where your intuition comes from. That's where your drive comes from. That's it's 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 all inside you. That's where it's come from. And so we have to cleave that heart space wide open so we can remove those blockages that are placed on that heart space, and it opens up, and it'll open up like an internal sun. I mean, it'll shine. And that's what I so love about sessions is, when people come in to a session, they kind of look dull. They kind of look run down. They kind of look like they've been put away wet. And I'm sorry for that. I was that way too. I didn't know where in the world, why I felt like I kept running in the blocks all the time. I didn't know why I felt like I was holding down. I didn't know why I didn't feel like I was going anywhere. But after the session, their faces, their whole body is glowing. That internal sun is just shooting out, and you can see it. They have a glow, and it's absolutely beautiful. So that's why this is a bloody war. We're going to cleave that heart space wide open so it just flows out. And that's how we make the change that we want to see. And so, in order to continue on this journey, we have to sharpen and hone our weapons. We have our sword of truth or axe of truth, whichever way you want to look at it. But that's our voice. That's our message. Stop holding back, worried about what people think about you. Yeah, look at me. I'm a crazy nut. Who cares? I don't care what anybody thinks. If you don't like it, then don't be around me. If this message don't resonate with you, then you can get gone. I love you still, but it needs to resonate with you. So we have our sword of truth or axe of truth, or whatever weapon you choose, that we're going to use to cleave open that heart space for people and help them. We got to bring out that warrior energy. We have our shield of belief, and that's pretty powerful. What is your belief? What's your mission? What's your purpose? What are you here to do? We all chose to come back here at this time because there's something, and it might be just sharing our light. It might be just actually living and having a joyous, happy life. But we're anchoring that light into the earth where it needs to be. And let's fix that shield of belief. Let's reinforce it, because we're going into battle, and that's going to block the blows of the enemy. And if it's not fixed or it's broken, then everything's going to get to you. So let's fix the shield of belief. The other weapon that I like to sharpen my skills on is the bow. And I like to call it the bow of love. Now, you might think, oh God, he's all mushy. Love for everybody. Oh, no, that's not it. Love conquers all. Whether you want to look at it that way, I'm not talking about mushy love. I'm talking about sending love, sending joy to somebody by shooting love arrows and joy arrows to somebody. I love to go down the road. If something triggers me, pees me off, someone cuts me off, or I get triggered, instead of going off about it, I'm sending out love arrows to them like, man, love you, brother. Carry on. Have a good day. And it's just amazing how your whole day changes by just doing that. Just by envisioning you shooting love arrows and joy arrows out to everybody as you continue on your path every day. It's just amazing. Try it once and see how it just changes your whole day. Instead of throwing out negativity and all that stuff all the time. When something happens to you, it triggers. Throw out love arrows, throw out joy arrows to somebody, and watch their whole face just change and light up. It's freaking phenomenal. So we have our armor. We strengthened our mind, body, and spirit. We've sharpened and honed our weapons and tools. And those tools could be, going to a course like Soul Center Healing Hypnosis and taking that course if that's what you choose to do. It's a tool. It's to help others to get in the flow and get on the path, to bring up that warrior spirit. So we have all these things. We got our tools, we got our armor shined up, we got it fixed up, we're ready to do battle. The other thing that we should be doing, and I didn't realize being a medic for almost 30 years, how important putting on those protections and carrying those weapons every day was to me. Now you could think of it another way if you don't like the armor and the weapons approach, but I mean, I look like a dang Viking, so that's the approach I'm going with, and that's where this live is going. So every day when I wake up, and even before I go to bed, especially when I wake up, I envision me putting on my armor. And it's the armor of God. It's our immune system. It's our shield against all the negativity that's around us. Keeps us in our internal space, keeps us in love and joy. But I envision putting on that armor, from the boots to the shin guards, to the loin guard, to the chest plate, to the helmet and the foreguards. I'm ready to do battle. Take up my shield of belief. That's how I believe. Take up my sword of truth. Take my bow with my quiver full of love and joy arrows. And that's how I'm going out into the world. And I especially do it if I'm going to go out into the world. It's really important. And it's putting on protections is just simple as that. And I envision that internal sun of myself just shining out and making a huge bubble around me. There ain't nothing getting in there that I don't get consent to. And that's what we have to do every day. We don't have to be some meditating monk. It doesn't need to be that difficult. It's just simple. It's just the simple fact of thinking it in your mind, and it's done. It works. It works. Just envision that every morning, especially when you go out into the world and go out into the outside where things are going to keep coming back at you. My wife and I always wondered, why in the world do we go out places and people just seem to be drawn to us? They know my name. I don't even know them. But it's because of that light. That light shines. They want what we got. They need what we got. And that's great. And I don't mind that. But you want to have that armor of protection around you, because you don't want to be taking in their negative energy as well, because that brings you down, gets you back in the same place. Makes a chink in your armor. Then we got to go seek out another healer for assistance sometimes, because we just might not be able to get it done ourselves. So envision putting on that armor every day. It's so important. I never realized in 30 years of being a paramedic how important protections were. I never even knew about this stuff. I could have been unstoppable as a paramedic if I had known about protections and all this stuff I know now. But it was my training. It was what guided me to this point where I am at now. Instead of being a warrior healer in the physical, I've gotten all that training from the physical. I'm taking it into the quantum now. We're healing people in the quantum, which has so much more effect on everybody. I mean, it's crazy to even think about. But I will recall my session that my wife just had the other day with Laura. And she had a pain in her neck, in her ear, excruciating pain. Went to the ER twice, had MRI, had a CT scan, and they couldn't find anything, but she still had the pain there. She could actually physically feel whatever it was in her ear. but they couldn't see anything. Nobody could look in there and see anything. She could feel it. She had a session with Laura, which removed a few entities and blockages. And I think it was maybe 2 days, it was within the 3 days, she felt it just lift off, just go away. But you don't have the pain anymore. It happens like that. We fixed the problem that was causing that pain, that deep-rooted problem, that pain or ailment, and it just goes away. It just lifts off. It's beautiful. I never thought. Of course, we're programmed that that doesn't happen, that it's all the physical body. It's mechanical. We're going to cut shit out. We're going to take things away. We're going to give poisons to kill whatever's causing the problem. No, that's not it. It's deeper. It's way deeper. It's in the quantum space. So, man, let's hone those weapons. Let's fix that armor. Let's get rid of the unnecessary baggage. When we do that, we're going to be moving to the ships. We're going to get in the ships. We're going to go fight this battle, this war. Yes. We got rid of the unnecessary weight by doing some healing and fixing ourselves. So our boat's riding higher. We're going to be able to ride that flood all the way into the shore. Let's rope ourselves in because it's going to be a ride. We are going to be sailing with the winds and the sea of flood of sea of souls, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it. We're going to be flying in. So rope yourself in. We don't want to come out of our ship. We're going to war. It's a battle. And with that weight being lifted off, it's going to be even faster. So rope yourself in. We're going to steer into the flow. We're going to surrender to it. We're going to let the wind and the storm just carry us where we need to go in the dark of night. Once we get there, we're going to row up the rivers, bringing the light of day with us. When we get to the shores of the foe that put darkness on our land, we're going to change that. And I already talked about this is going to be a bloody war. And it's going to be a bloody war because we have to cleave open the heart space. So people start using their heart center more and not using that monkey mind. When we get to shore, we're going to burn those ships. We are not going back. We're going ahead. We're moving ahead. There's new lands that we need to take back. There's new adventures to be had. And man, I would love for anybody to join me on this journey, this mission. If you want to get into healing, talk to me. Look at Laura's course. Sign up to do it. I'll put all the links for everybody's courses and the songs that I had on with Peyton Parrish. I have them all in my description down below. So give a listen to those songs. It's been powerful for me for the past few days. You know, once we get in there, we bring the light of day to the land that's been completely dark for a long time. I don't even remember any light in this lifetime, especially. It's been dark for a long time. We open up that creator spirit within inside us. We can create the world we want. We can create the adventures we want, and we can build the new lands that we want. So, booyah. Let's get it. I'm all in. It's time for us to change things. It's time for us to make things what we want. And, you know, a healing hypnosis session will work. Quantum healing will work. Healing hypnosis session, you know, we can help get those entities, those blockages that have been put on us for a long time, and we can help get those off. So you're lighter, so your armor's fixed, so it's strong, and we can carry on and take the battle to them. It's time for them to go home. It's time for them to go back to rehab, back to the light where they come from. And I'm all for helping them, but I'd like to show them the way. And if they won't listen, I'm going to have the archangels just guide them home, and they can take care of it. It's not mine. I'm just a mouthpiece for this 3D world. So I'm ready. Who's in with me? Let's get on. And if you're interested in doing healing hypnosis or soul center healing hypnosis, check out Laura's website. I have the link down in the bottom of this description. Use my name as a reference that I sent you to her. Do it, take it. Even if you don't want to do it for other people, do it for yourself. Even if you get that knowledge, I really do think that after a few sessions of a soul center healing hypnosis, that the communication's going to open up. You're going to be looking internal. You're going to get that guidance you've been searching for. We all have the protection around us and we have the guidance there, but we just don't tap in to find it. We need confirmation that it's there because we've been so suppressed down and told that it's not there. But once we have a few sessions, that communication starts opening up. Things start coming, start manifesting, things start flowing. It's beautiful. And if you fix yourself, you bring up that warrior spirit in yourself, and you bring up that healer spirit in yourself, and that creative spirit in yourself. By opening up that flow, we can change anything. That's the reason we've been so suppressed for so long. It's the reason that we're shown stuff to look at, because they want us to be looking outside ourselves, because they know how powerful we are. We can't be stopped. We can't be stopped. So let's get to creating. Let's open that flow and get it on. So, man, I had to get that off my chest. I'll wind down here and stop talking because I'm getting close to being pretty much on an hour. That's what I wanted to talk for. But I just want to put some reminders to you out there that on the 19th, Karen from Journeying Soul Therapy and Heather Hink from Quantum Healing Within and myself are going to do a live Tuesday talks Q&A, and it's 1 p.m. Eastern time. It would be 12 p.m. Central time, and I believe it's 6 p.m. UK time. Those are the only times I know. So check your time zone. But if you have a question that you want us to answer, us three practitioners, if you want us to answer that in that live thing we do, you can put a message down here in the comments, but make sure you put it for April 19th. That way I know I'll answer it later. But if you have a question that you want answered now by me, I'll do it. I'll answer it in the comments. But make sure you put for April 19th and a question, and we'll put that on air. We'll go through and get the best questions, and we'll get that on air, and hopefully we'll get to your question and answer that. So give us some questions. I'd like to answer anything about raising the energy, raising the vibration, opening up communication, making the world what we want to see, making our reality what we want to see, and anything on soul center healing hypnosis or quantum healing. Ask it. We'll answer it. And it's going to be beautiful. And then on Thursday, April 14th, I am having, Ian from Reiki Zen is going to be interviewing me. I'm not sure. I don't think we're doing a live one, but he's going to have it on his YouTube channel. So check me out there again. And I didn't put his link in the description, but I'll throw that in once I get off this live. But so Friday the 14th, we're going to do he's going to be interviewing me. So check us out there. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. I would really appreciate it. If you want to book a session with me, I got my links down in the bottom. Book a session with me. You can check it out there. And research soul center healing hypnosis. Research any of these quantum healing modalities. Look into it. This war is internal, not external. So, man, I love you all. And I will hope to see you soon. Bring out that warrior spirit, bring out that warrior energy, bring out that healer energy, and bring out that creator energy. Let's get to it. We got a lot of work to do. Love y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye now. Boop, boop, boop. Well, I said bye. Let me end this. Oh, Lord, I lost my mouse. Oh, that's funny. Hey, I'm still here. I lost my mouse. How is that possible? They're screwing with my shit. Oh my God. Oh, there you are. I found my mouse. Oh my God. I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.